Hello guys, we are back here to show you a gameplay video of one turn of the Limbo Eternal War activation phase. Okay, so in this example, forces of light are going to start. So they start with 4 crystals and the demon side starts with 3. So we have the initiative token here to show. Okay, when we start activating one character each time. First the light forces and then the dark forces, and until all characters have been activated. When you activate one character, you put this icon here to remind you that he is activated and he can't act again in this activation phase. So you have 2 actions available for each character, and also heroes and lords have a third action that is a skill for free to use. So we are going to start with Henry this time. Henry is a demon hunter who is a specialist at range distance. So he is here and he has this berserker outside. So I think we are going to go for him because he can do a lot of damage with his special abilities. So we have 3 actions and we are going to go for our free skill action here, which is focus. Focus is this token and it gives you advantage if you attack or disadvantage to the opponent if you are defending, if you discard this token. Okay, so now he is focused, so I can get advantage on my next attack, which will be our special ability called Blessed. I have to remind you that you can only attack once per turn, even if you have an ability or a basic attack. You can't do both. You have to choose which attack you want to use. You can't attack and then use an ability, which is another attack, in the same turn. Okay, so we are going for the Blessed Bolt, which costs 2 fate, which I shift to the other player limbo area, and now I have this attack, which says after this attack resolves, if the defender took any damage as a part of the attack, daze them and deal 3 dice of direct damage to them, which is a lot. So let's go for the attack. As he is using a ranged attack, he will use 4 dice, and I have to be at 4 squares of distance for the range. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm in range for the attack. I could attack him if he were 1 square away, but for each square away I'm away of his range, you will throw 1 die less. So in this case, instead of 4 dice, I would have used 3 if I wanted to attack him, but he is in range now. Okay, so let's go for the attack. So I threw 5 dice, 4 of the ability of the range attack and 1 of the focus token, which I discard and gives me advantage, as the demon doesn't have any disadvantage or advantage that could contrast my advantage. I get advantage 1, which is 1 dice. If I had advantage 2, there would be 2 more dice. Okay, so after calculating that, we have to then remove the number of advantages or disadvantages, and in this case it was advantage 1. So I throw this miss away. If this attack was disadvantaged, it would be the defending player who would discard the die he would like to. So he would have discard this 5, but it's not the case. So I discard this miss, and the attack is this. So I add every result and it gets to 13. So we have an attack of 13 that we have to divide by the Berserker of Blood defense plus armor. So I have to divide 13 between 3, which gets me 4, because you have to round down. Okay, so I hit him and make him 4 wounds, which I put in here. He still has 2 health left. But as I did some harm to him, I have to deal him 3 dice of direct damage to him. So I throw again, and I get him 4 plus 1, 5, divided by 3, which gets me another wound, and he is 1 health left. And I daze him, which I will put in here for your better understanding, and he is now dazed, and we will talk about him in his turn. Finally, we have 1 action left, and I will use another skill, which is evade, which gives me evasive 2. I put it in here for him to see it better. Okay, so now it's the enemy turn. So we shift the 2 to his pool, and he is now good to go. So now it's the demonic turn. So we are going to go with the Berserker of Blood squad. When you activate the squad, you activate all the members of the squad at the same turn. So we are going to go with this guy and also with this guy. Okay, so as they are a troop, they only have 2 actions. This Berserker of Blood is dazed, which means that if he had any focus token, you should have discarded it when you got dazed. And also when you attack or are defending, you gain disadvantage in that attack, and then you discard the token. So we will have it into account when we take his actions. So now we are going to go with this Berserker of Blood to attack this Rose Knight. So the first action will be a movement action to get close to him so I can attack her. So the movement is 5, so I can move 5 squares, but I don't have to spend all my movement points now. So I can spend 1 point now, attack her, and then move away 4 squares as I have 4 movement left. But that will create an attack of opportunity for this character, which means that she will get an advantage on that attack, only if she is alive later. So I don't want to do that, and just spend 1 point to get close to her and try to flank with the other Berserker of Blood, which will give me another advantage in the attack for this guy. But we will talk about it when it gets to. So I moved there, and the second action will be an attack action. As he has an attack of 2, he throws 2 dice. So I got a miss and a 5. So I get 5, no advantages, no disadvantages, so I divide 5 between 3 plus 1, 4, so I get him 1 wound, which I put in here. Okay, so that finishes this berserker's turn. Now it's this berserker's turn, and the first action will be a move. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can only move orthogonally in the new version 1.5. In the 1.0 version you could move diagonally, but that would make it really short, so they decided to move only orthogonally, except if you have a nimble keyword on the character, and that will make him move diagonally, or I suppose also flying characters could move diagonally. So now let's put this token here, and now that character is flanked. When you flank a character, it means on diagonal, or if you are like that, that makes him flanked, so you get an advantage on that attack. So if you are like that, that's not flanking. You have to do it diagonally or orthogonally. So now she is flanked, and I attack her with 2 dice. Let's calculate the advantage or disadvantage. As this has a disadvantage but also a flank, it equals, so no advantage or disadvantage. But this character has a special ability that he gets advantage while attacking up, and he is blooded. He's blooded because he has less than his half health. So the advantage total is 1. So I throw 3 dice, which are a 5 and a 2. So 7. 7 divided by 4, which is another wound. So the Rose Knight has 1 health left, and that ends the squad turn. So I put an activation token on the card, so we know how that this squad has already been activated. So next turn for the light forces. Sorry guys, I made a mistake. I didn't realize that Berserker of Blood has a keyword with Deadly 2, which means that every wound he makes is doubled, is multiplied by 2. So instead of 2 wounds, they would have hit 4 wounds, and the character is dead because she has a health of 3. So now she is removed from the game, and the demonic forces gain 3 points, 3 victory points. No, they are on 3. If they reach 50 points, they win, or if they kill the opponent's lord. So, as this last berserker has killed the Rose Knight, they have an ability which says that when a Berserker of Blood fells an enemy, he focuses, and so he focuses and he shifts 1 crystal to their pool. So now, as their turn has ended, this limbo area is now in their pool. Okay, so let's move to the light forces turn. I think we are going to go with the Rose Knight, which we have left. The other one fell, so now there is only 1 left to move. Okay, she is a troop, so she has 2 actions, and the first action is gonna be a movement action. But instead of moving, I can do a charge action, which means I can double my movement points, which are 4, so I could move 8 points, 8 squares, but I have to do it only in one single direction, so I can't go dodging or doing that. I have to do it on a straight line. And if I move at least 3 squares, I gain advantage for an eventual attack. You don't have to attack, you can use it just to go farther on your movement if you are far away from the combat. Okay, so we are going to go from here to here to attack both of them. Okay, so we are there. We don't create any attack of opportunity as we are not leaving a threatened area of any of the surrounding characters, because the threatened area are the squares adjacent to the character, at least when they have reached 1. If the character has a reach keyword, imagine it has a reach 2 keyword, he would threaten all these 2 squares around. Okay. So I waste my first action and I have to do the other action, which will be an attack. And I will attack this guy as he is only 1 health left. Okay, so I have an attack of 3. I gain advantage, so because I charged and moved at least 3 squares, so I would throw 4 dice, but the defending character uses its focus token, so I get disadvantage. So I would only throw 3 dice. So here we go. And we have a 5 and a 1, so I hit 6. 6 divided by 3, and it makes him get, no, 6 plus the accuracy 1, so 7 divided by 3, which is already also 2, but you have to count the accuracy. You have to add your accuracy to the attack total, which was 6. Okay, so 7 divided by 3, it's 2. As he only has 1 left, he is dead. We remove him from the game and we gain 4 points. So we are now in the lead. And that finishes the troop turn. Turn for the demonic forces. So now let's go to demonic forces and we are going to activate Tyrael. Tyrael is a hero, so she has 3 actions. 2 actions and a free skill bonus. Because of heroes and lords have a free bonus skill. Okay, so now we have Tyrael and we are gonna go for the Rose Knight. The first action will be our free action, which is a skill, and we are going to channel. Channel just puts a fate crystal onto the character, and you can use fate coasts using crystals from here or from here. So it's a free crystal. Okay, so that was the first action, and now we are going to move. She has a movement of 5, so we are going to go 1 here, and now we are going through a difficult terrain. Difficult terrain are some terrain like ice or water, and they cost twice the normal movement cost. So it would cost me 2 to go here and 2 more to go here, but I don't want to go here. I will go here, and I used my 5 movement. That's a bit messy right now, because with this map I can't really see which are the objects I cannot pass, so maybe they should remark those squares with colors, so it's better for you to see them. Okay, so the second action is already done, and now I am going to go with her special ability, which cost me 2 fate, one from here and one from here. So this one goes to the limbo area of the opponent and the other one is discarded. So I paid that, and I have a ranged attack of 4 dice with a range of 4 and line of sight. That has a pierce 2, that means that reduces the armor of the objective by 2, armor not defense, armor, and the critical hits causes wounds. Okay, so let's calculate how much dice we have. We have 4 dice. There's no advantage nor disadvantage, so I just throw 4 dice. Okay, I have a 5, I have a 2, I have another 5, and I have a 4. That makes 16 attack total. Apart from that, I have accurate 2, so 16 plus 2 is 18. So I have to divide 18 by the target's defense, which is 3. I don't add the armor because the pierce action gets me to armor 0. So I have 18 divided by 3, which is 6 wounds. She has only 3 health, so she is dead. So we from the game, and we gain the other 2 points left. So I am now on 5, and that finishes Tyrion's turn. So now, as the opposite turn has ended, this limbo crystal goes to the life forces pool, and now it's time for Charlotte, the last character in this round. Okay, so now she is a hero and she has 3 actions. The first actions will be focus to gain advantage. So she focuses and gains advantage on her next attack, or disadvantage for the opponent when defending. So the first action, and now she moves. She has a movement of 5, so he moves 5 squares. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. With his focus token. Second movement, and the third movement will be an attack. But I will use this special ability, which is expose weakness. When Charlotte attacks, choose 1 or pierce 2, which I don't want because Berserker of Blood doesn't have armor, or the defender gets -1 defense. So instead of defense 3, he will have defense 2, which is better for me. So I use 2 crystals that go to the limbo area of the opponent, and now I perform the attack. Let's calculate the advantage total, which is, with this special ability, while Charlotte is attacking an activated character, which the Berserker has already activated, she gains accuracy 2 and advantage. So I have the bonus token and the advantage. So there are 2 advantage total. The enemy Berserker doesn't have any focus tokens or things he could have done, so I have an advantage total of 2. So I would throw 5 dice plus 2 more dice. So I'm gonna throw 8 dice. Here we have. So we have an advantage 2 total, so we have to remove 2 dice from that. I remove those misses, and I have this total attack, which is 5, 22, to which I have to add the accuracy 2, 24, and the accuracy 2 because of the rank, so 26. 26 divided by 2 because I had left him with defense 2. So I hit him for 12, which is enough to kill him. So he is dead, and we win 3 more points because of the squad. So we are now 7 to 5. Okay, so the token is discarded, and the 2 crystals are into the opponent's area. I did this because when the activation phase is over, all the crystals reset and you get 3 crystals and the other one gets 3 crystals and the initiative player gets the 4th crystal. So I spent all the tokens because I don't need them anymore. Well, I could use it to defend myself, but I don't see any threat right now. So time for the last demonic action. And the last one to act in this activation phase is Mara. Mara is a hero, so she has 3 actions, a bonus free skill and the other ones to choose. So she is a flying monster, which means that he can go through obstacles or difficult terrain without any penalty. But I think that she is so far from the combat that we are gonna focus first as her free skill action and then go for a charge and move diagonally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get to Henry now. Okay, she had a movement of 4, but as she's charging, he can move up to 8 squares. So she is now close to Henry, and he will attack now. There are no blooded characters, so I can't use any of their abilities. So she has an attack of 4 and with an advantage, so I throw 5 dice. And I remove the one I don't want, which is this one. So I have a 4, 4, 4, 13. 13 divided by Henry's defense, which is 3. 13 minus the evasive 3 plus the evasive token, which is another 2, so 5. 13 minus 5 is 8. 8 divided by 3, it gets him 2 wounds. One wound and another wound. And that finishes Mara's turn. So now we would renew the crystals, get 3 crystals for each one, and the 4 for the now initiative player, which we have to beat now. So we check if any of the characters meet the victory requirements, which are 50 points. No one knows, no one meets them. So the next activation phase would start, and you could draw 1 card of your fate deck, which we didn't use because I don't think it could help us in any occasion. So I hope that helps you to understand the basic rules of this awesome game. Thank you for watching.